Hey guys, it's Holly. So yesterday it was Black Friday and I saw that on the LEGO Certified Store Australia's Instagram page that they had the ice skating set as their Black Friday promo, because if you didn't know, we got the Charles Dickens set really early. In fact, we got it in October and it appeared twice. So for Black Friday, instead of giving us this set again, we got the ice skating promo, which is going to be available in LEGO stores and LEGO Shop at Home from the 1st until the 24th next month. And I've been really looking forward to this. As soon as I saw it, honestly, I thought it was going to be better than Charles Dickens. I just liked the build of it better. I don't think I like it just as much as the tree from last year. I wish I was able to get that set so badly. Unfortunately, I wasn't buying LEGO at the time, so I didn't know the promo went on, and these days it goes for like $80. It's really good, and I think this is a good follow-up to that set. It's definitely not as good, but the overall design of it is adorable. Now, the minimum spend for this for me was 200 Australian, and it is going to be 150 US to get your hands on this. Now, since this promo is supposed to last all month long, there should be quite a considerable amount of these up for grabs, unlike Charles Dickens, which was a promo last weekend for the VIP weekend, but also Black Friday. But in Australia particularly, the Black Friday allocation has already gone. Like, the set's completely sold out. So the set's value is $30, and since this isn't a North American box, I don't know what the piece count is, and I really don't fancy counting up all of the pieces in the instructions for you either, so I'm very sorry. But looking at it, it is a considerably sized set, so let's take a look at it now. So here's the ice skating ring built up, and honestly, it was kind of a complicated build, and I say that purely because there is a lot of white pieces, and there is a lot of pieces that you have to put down that are kind of hidden by the picture in the manual, so I did make quite a few mistakes and miss out on quite a lot of pieces when I got to the end and kind of had to go back and take it apart, and I realized that there was studs I missed here and slope pieces I missed there and some plates I missed here. I mean, admittedly as well, I was trying to do other stuff at the same time of building this, so I did get kind of distracted, but that is something to note. So firstly, let's take a look at the minifigures. So here is our first minifigure, and the first thing I have to say about the figures in this set are how amazing the torso prints are. One of my favorite things out of the Star Wars advent calendar this year was the ugly Christmas sweaters, and I love like sweater prints and jumpers, and that's another thing about the Builder minifigures at the moment at the LEGO store, is there is a really nice jumper print which is going to appear in the Chinese New Year sets. So I'm really glad to get some more of these, and I love the red one as well. It just makes me feel so festive and Christmassy, and you do get a blue classic beanie as well as this smiling face, which reminds me a lot of the kids one from the Halloween hayride, although I'm 99% sure it is different. It is also double-sided, which is awesome, so you do get a regular smirk too, which is super cool. He also does have some plain blue legs, so the rest of the figure is pretty boring besides that torso, which is incredible. And next up we have Lego City Me, which is my personal favorite figure out of this set, and that is purely because I personally prefer the white jumper design that this figure is wearing along with the red scarf. I think both of these figures are beautiful, but this one's definitely my favorite. She also does come with sand green legs, which personally I don't have any in my collection, so I am really glad to get that. And I also love the face print, and I'm so glad that I'm getting another one of these ponytail hair pieces in blonde, because that is amazing for my sig fig. And just like our other figure, she does have an alternate face with her eyes closed, so it can look like that she's sleeping, although I think it's meant to be more like she is in the moment, in her ice skating, doing an arabesque, like she's just focused, like Tonya Harding out here is trying really hard. Taking the scarf off as well, you do get a better look at that jumper print, which is just fantastic, and I hope these pop up in more sets because I would love to get multiple copies of these. So here is the set itself, and upon building it, I was actually pleasantly surprised at the scale of it. It is a lot larger than I initially thought, and there is a lot of cool pieces in here. I love these translucent tiles made to use the eyes, and I love the use of the gear pieces as well that spin when you push the outside, which is great so that you don't have to kind of manhandle the middle here. The builds of the Christmas trees as well are really, really nice, and I love the use of the slope pieces and how it's all built up that way that gear function can operate. The only thing I kind of don't really like is these gray pieces sticking out of the sides here. I feel like we should have just used white bricks so that everything kind of tied in nicely together in a nice big blanket of snow.
snow. I guess as well you could say the same for this blue plate here. I'm not too sure why exactly they didn't choose white for that, because that one in particular did not need to have any Technic functions, unlike this one in the fountain. So the main draw to this set is the ice rink itself, which is really nice, and you do have 2 spots to stick figures on, and those white studs are meant so that you can stick a figure on there and it kind of represents an ice skate, as the actual Lego ice skate piece cannot be attached to a stud at all. So that way you can set your figures up on here, and then when you spin the gear it looks like they are ice skating, or in this guy's case it looks like he's falling over. And I really love the way this play feature turned out. I think it's really cute, it's really simple, and it just makes this set so much better than just being able to place these figures. In the center of the ice rink you do have a fountain which does remain stationary. That is one of the things which, looking at building, I kind of worried that it was going to spin around as well. Luckily it is all cylindrical, so it wouldn't really matter if it did, but luckily that fountain does stay put, which I really appreciate. Now looking around the sides of the build, you can see why I kind of made quite a few mistakes. Is there is a lot of little stud pieces. There are some flower ones, then there's like the snow covered bits here. I also forgot some plates underneath here to kind of make this a bit more sturdy, although I personally feel like they weren't really necessary. I probably could have just left them, but I really just wanted to make sure I built this thing properly. You've got some more of those studs here, lots of cheese slopes, and the whole thing just really makes it feel like that there is a fresh blanket of snow that has fallen, and everything looks really magical and makes me feel really, really festive. You also get 2 of these little tree builds. This one is shorter than the other one, as this one is only using the 3 wedge plates, whereas this one is using the 4 studded ones. You also have a little box full of ice skates here, and a little stand to get some hot chocolate while you skate around the ice. There's also a small amount of cobblestone detailing at the top here, and I love getting these round 1x1 pieces, so I'm really glad to see these pop up in that set. And then you also get a small lamp post at the back, which personally I would have preferred a full-size lamppost piece, although as that piece is quite large, I get why this wasn't included in a gift with purchase. I love the use as well of the green and red on this little banner here, as well as the little reef at the top, although part of me does wish it was that round, like kind of buoy life preserver piece instead with one of those red leaves on it. But then again, I think this reef works perfectly fine and is probably a lot easier to attach than that wreath piece would have been. The base of this set as well is just made up using a bunch of green base plates meant to represent the grass, and honestly I think this works better than using white base plates or grey or anything like that, because now it actually does look like this was just a regular park with a fountain that has now been iced over for the festive season, and I really love this set. I can't express to you guys how much I really like this. Honestly, I feel like this would be the perfect centerpiece for like a Lego City park or something like that, just to make it feel really festive and spruce it up for the holiday season. I definitely don't think I'll break this down. I think I'll keep it built and bring this out every single year to decorate, because the design and just how this makes me feel, it's amazing. So that is the entire ice skating rink, and overall I absolutely love this set, and like I said at the very beginning, I think this is a lot better than the Charles Dickens set, which also I did really enjoy, but I just feel like this one feels a lot more Christmassy, and I know that that is based off A Christmas Carol, so it is literally the most Christmassy you could probably get, but to me this feels a lot more festive as well, and I do like the fact that it's more holiday themed and less like tied towards Christmas for those who don't celebrate Christmas. That's an amazing thing. I also love the play feature on this a lot better than that drawer in Charles Dickens, and considering the spend threshold for both of the sets is the same, I would personally rather have gotten this, and I'm really glad that I was able to pick this up, because I feel like I would have been quite sad if I missed out on it. So let me know your thoughts on this Christmas promo. Do you plan on picking it up? And if you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel down below, and until next time, I'll see you later.